name is Neiman, and I'm a digital photographer. I've been shooting photography for the last 10 years. I started with film. I started collecting cameras when I was really young, probably about 14 or 15. Um, and yeah, it's my go-to medium, and I feel like I can fully express myself through that. Art dot unknown dot slash slash dot 404. The title was more or less ironic, kind of. I had a friend ask me, "Where's the art in photography? Like, what makes photography an actual art rather than just a hobby or a job or because everybody takes the same photos, right? Everybody takes portraits, everybody takes landscapes and all of that. And so, partially for the inspiration for the show itself and the title itself was, what can I do with this, or what can I do with this within my own style? And yeah, so that's pretty much where that came from. My interest in photography, like I said, was definitely started when I was way younger. My mother was always like the force you to take photos kind of person, and I always hated being in those photos. But eventually, it just grew on me, and it became like my biggest hobby. Of like, well, I think I can take really good photos just from like being able to see all of this like the progress that my mother had made, just having it as a hobby and doing scrapbooking and all of that. And I was like, oh, I think I could turn this into something, you know. I like industrial uh, like environments. I have a series on gasworks in Seattle. I really That's one of my favorites that I've done. Just like capturing that industrial feeling, but making it feel more surreal, or I don't know, cityscapes. You know, I do love cityscapes. They're always beautiful. Um, it was partially like sifting through a lot of photos that I was anxious about posting originally. They're photos that I was unsure of the edit or unsure of the composition, but there are new photos that weren't in my stock of when I have taken new photos also for the show, but yeah, it just hit me really hard. Like I was like, oh, I can change this completely and turn it into not photography necessarily, but turn it more into an art piece itself. That goes back to industrial, looking for the industrial cityscape, all of that. A lot of the time when you're looking at these locations, you when you what I've done with the photos, you're thinking you have that in mind, like doing the symmetry and all of that. And yeah, so they just finding things that are symmetrical or that would look good symmetrical. Um, and a lot of the pieces that I've done, it's taken it in a landscape as a landscape photo, and I've turned it sideways to completely change the piece itself, to try and make it unrecognizable. But if you were to actually like check it or whatever, there's certain things that catch my eye, right? And um, if I think it'll look good in the series that I'm doing currently, then that's what I was taking photos of. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. You know. Yeah, I do other types of digital artwork. Not only digital artwork, but I do paint as well. Not so often. I do like to spray paint. I could definitely like do murals and stuff. Um, uh, when I say digital work, I mean like drawing and whatever, and like getting used to Procreate and like, oh my gosh, an iPad, I can like do things with it. You know. Um, I also do AutoCAD and create 3D renders. I don't know. I built things.
You build things?
Yeah, I construct amazing geometric shapes out of plywood and stuff. So it's cool. It's fun. I think the biggest artistic anxiety, and this goes for a lot of independent artists and people working with their like trying to figure out their own thing or whatever, is putting their stuff out there and really not not caring what other people think, but being able to accept feedback and the rest. And if it's not out there, if you're not putting it out there, then it basically doesn't exist in this world. So.
Awesome.
True.
Super true.
I mean, when it comes to specifically to this show, um, trying to figure out what can I do with photography, like what can I change about it, and make it something new, and maybe it's not something new, but make it something that's visually pleasing that people don't normally see every day, and like trying to always look for that. What's that new angle? What's that new shot? Or maybe if I change the lighting here or there, just like with painting or any other medium.
Hell yeah.
Contacting me directly would be the best way to get any prints from me, and I'm sure that will be on Anxious Tomato, as well as I have my portfolio that is attached to my Instagram, and so that would be the best way. Personal contact, because I need to figure out what size you want, whether or not you want it framed, what kind of print you want. So,
Custom.